First, let's properly
Devin and
introduce
Loma.
you. Cesar Seda.
Cesar Seda.
And it says here, communicator of the sport of boxing.
Communicator, yeah.
Okay. And you have your own podcast or YouTube channel?
Yeah, we got our own podcast. And Anderson Perez is the YouTube channel. And we go live on the Decisión Dividida in Puerto Rico too. And then through YouTube, we go through Anderson Perez.
So you guys are live on Puerto Rican television?
We also got a segment on Puerto Rican TV, America TV. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, we got a segment for Decisión Dividida also on that program.
And you guys have been working with the Puerto Rican boxing community for quite some years now.
4 years now. And then now we got my partner, Anderson. He's a Cuban guy. So now we got both the mix, Cuban, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. So
would you say your audience is predominantly Latino speaking, not English speaking?
Well, yeah, it's all Latino speaking. All our chat is go Latino speaking. We're trying to be like you guys, but in Spanish.
So it's
Sure.
no Mexican.
Yeah, we got Mexicans.
Mexican.
We got
Okay.
Mexican
plenty
is-
I
of
heard him say
they're in that
Dominican,
blanket.
Puerto Rican, Cuban. I didn't hear him say Mexican though.
No, but plenty of Mexicans too coming up and see the show, and we got Mexicans coming up, and
But not a Mexican host.
not a Mexican host so far.
That's okay.
It's a Cuban and a Puerto Rican. Me and
I know a
Anderson
guy.
Perez. Yep.
I know a guy.
So División Dividida.
Decisión dividida is like split decision in Spanish.
Oh.
Decisión dividida.
I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Decisión Dividida.
Dividida,
Split
yeah.
decision. How long ago did you guys start that?
Well, we start this podcast now when the pandemic started. You know how that came up through, but we've been going through this for like 15 years now with the Decisión Dividida part. Then like 2.5 years ago, me and Anderson started doing the podcast, the actual podcast.
So Decisión Dividida was what before it became a podcast?
It was a radio program in ESPN radio.
Oh, wow.
It was the first radio program in Spanish, all boxing in Puerto Rico. When ESPN radio was hot, was
How
moving.
long did you guys air?
It was there for like almost 5 years.
Wow, congrats, man. So I see that your Facebook page is at about 50,000 followers. That is difficult because I've been at it for years and I'm only at like 14,000.
Because that was our strong at the beginning. Then we moved to the YouTube, and then we moved to the Instagram. Instagram has been very difficult for us, but on YouTube and Facebook, we do it. We make it happen.
That's what's up. So obviously, we want to switch topics slightly to talk about Puerto Rican boxing, since we have an expert in the building that can assist us with that. I'll let you tell us about some guys we should be looking at before we get into me, basically chopping your head off versus Andy Vences and Henry Lebron, because I'm definitely going Vences.
That's one of the guys you got to look for, Henry Lebron, but we will have to show you at tonight.
And anyone else from Puerto Rico?
Well, both of them, Moncho and Capu Gonzalez, they both fight in there. He was supposed to fight a guy, Armani Almestica. He was
I know Armani. He's from Orlando.
Armani from Orlando. He was supposed to fight in this card. We don't know what happened yet. I've been trying to find out what happened. Actually, I sent a message to his dad, find out what happened. But that's a guy that we have to keep looking besides, the Sanders Sayas and all these guys that are with top rank. Those are the guys that we got to look. And also, we have the guy, Subriel Matias.
Okay.
He's waiting for his time to go for the 140.
But you're telling us about guys we know. My audience is not really.
They don't know Armani.
They don't know much
Armani.
about Armani.
Because of the Atlanta fight.
He got the style. He got
Yeah.
the
He got the
a
look.
lot
He
of
got
grit
the
too.
look,
Yeah, he
and
got
we got
it.
an interview with Armani on our YouTube channel from when I was in Atlanta covering his fight. But anyone like Armani, that's who I'm looking for. The people that haven't been signed yet to a top rank.
Well, a guy that is in pro box is Julio Solis.
Okay.
He just got a fight back in August. They trying to fight him in October in this fight that is coming in Puerto Rico with the pro box and Miguel Cotto.
Yeah.
That's Julio Solis, and then you got Giovanni El Rayo Estela. He's
Okay.
out of Orlando. They fighting in that card
Wait,
that is
that's
called-
crazy. He's
That's-
with our team.
Yeah,
Mike.
He signed to Mike Leonardi.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a guy
So
that
he's
we
nice. So we should be looking out.
We didn't have.
we
be looking
interviewed him
Yeah,
once.
we had him. We supposed to
had
get him
him on
again.
the
He
show.
fight October 15th, if I'm not
October
mistaken.
15, yeah, in the
Yeah.
Casino Royale. We cover him a lot. You know, we cover
So he's
him a
good.
lot. He's good.
He's going to make it?
He can make it. He's missing. He's working on that power. Don't have a knockout ratio yet.
He kind of a pretty
But,
boy too. Know what I'm saying?
and he got the looks. He can be sell good out there. But and he's doing his thing.
Big following out there in Orlando, right?
Yeah, big following. And actually, to tell you something, his dad is his trainer, right? He used to bring Armani up. He was the one. They was the one who brought Armani up to one point, to a certain point.
Okay.
And then Armani, went and do his thing. But good people, good training, good camp. Got a couple of Puerto Ricans that came to Orlando from the Hurricane, got those guys in there. So it's a couple of them, and there's two more. But they now waiting on.
What's their names?
It's El Gato Guerra,
Okay.
and he's waiting to get released from his contract. And the other name, it went out of my mind, but it's two more of them. They undefeated. They just got, how the business is. They just got with the wrong manager. They waiting for the release. The guy did nothing for them. Give him one fight, and then that was it. So they've been working on that. But those two guys, same camp, they working it. They working it.
So I gotta ask you, do you feel that Shakur has that Puerto Rican in him, man? Because I've spoke to Xander. He's like, man, well, right now, I gotta give it to Shakur. No, nobody else. He's like, it's in his blood. He's like, I can't take that away from him. It's in his blood. So, do you guys see it that way, or do you think that?
Or are you like the Mexicans who, if you're Mexican American, you're not Mexican enough?
Well, I'm not, but it's big jokes in Puerto Rico all the time. Now he represents us because he's winning and he got all this undefeated. But for me, he's Puerto Rican. For me, he's Puerto Rican. Especially for a guy like me that I came in the military, so my kids grew up. In the States, same thing. I want people to understand that they Puerto Ricans. They Puerto Ricans. If one of the side is mom or dad is Puerto Rican, they Puerto Rican. So in case of Shakur, the dad is Puerto Rican. So he got that Puerto Rican blood.
And at the end of the day, your father is what you are. Come on.
He just don't have the last name on the paper, but his father, his last name is Rivera. So
Shakur Rivera.
it was supposed to be Shakur Rivera.
If you see the weigh-in, he got that Puerto Rican hair. You see the beard is even curly and the hair is curly. Nah, you don't think so? I see the Puerto Rican hair.
Danny, why you don't like Shakur being Puerto Rican?
I love it.
Oh, you love? Okay,
I love it. And honestly, if
you got to teach him some Spanish.
No, if you talk to Shakur, he's like, yo, that's what's in me, but it's just something I didn't know. I didn't know my father till later on or whatever. So he's like, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to oversell it either. He's like, that's who I am and that's what's in me, but it's just something that I'm not too familiar with. So
who is the biggest Puerto Rican boxer as far as like size? Like, there's no light heavyweights or no super middle.
Yeah, we used to have a John.
No. Current.
Current. The biggest now we have Carlos. What's his name? Carlos Negron. He's gonna fight Frank Sanchez. He's big, and then
heavyweight.
Berlanga 168.
Berlanga.
So he's 168.
He's the biggest with the best talent.
Yeah, Berlanga.
Gabe Rosado.
Gabe Rosado. We can.
Y'all
talk,
don't even
but-
consider him. Y'all don't adapt him either, man.
No, we adopt him. He was just training in Puerto Rico. For this fight, he trained the camp. He make the whole camp up there with Ivan Calderon. So we consider him Puerto Rican.
What about Danny Garcia? He's fought in
Danny
in PR in La
54.
Isla.
And he coming up in weight.
Mauricio Herrera.
Hey, Danny got that fight in Puerto Rico, and it was the worst fight he got ever. I guess he partied too much in Puerto Rico, and everybody want to see Danny that day and that time when he fought in Puerto Rico. But hey, I guess he got the worst fight ever in Puerto Rico, but that passed, and then he keep going. That's the same case like Shakur. He identified him from Philly, and the only time he said out of San Juan, from Philly, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico was only that time when he fought in Puerto Rico. Other than that, he identified himself with Philly. So
Well,
but he always calls himself a Philly Rican.
I think that's
Always.
something. I think that's something more to do with the network because they fucking announced Jake Paul. Don't they announce him from Puerto Rico fighting out of where is it?
Dorado, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Fighting him out of Dorado, Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Am I wrong for
Jake
requesting?
ain't running around like, yeah, I'm from La Isla. He ain't saying that.
And he ain't doing no interviews in
I
that
don't see him walking around with arroz con gandul, but that's where he live at right now.
But remember, yeah, he making money out of Puerto Rico, so he gotta mention Puerto Rico. He put a flag on his pants and all that. So
Is it
it's
okay
good
to
though.
ask for a Gabe Rosado Edgar Berlanga fight?
it's okay, and they actually talk about it. They actually talk about.
I would like to see that.
Rosado.
One last hurrah for Gabe. You know what I'm saying? Because he at the end. One last hurrah for Gabe against Puerto Rican Edgar Berlanga. Pass the torch properly. Top super middleweight Puerto
So
Rican
you saying they
in the
asked
world.
for that fight? Why you think it hasn't happened?
Well,
What have you heard?
Well,
in the
not,
Puerto
not
Rican
her. He
grapevine?
been in they both been in a couple of podcasts, Puerto Rican podcasts out there, and they've been talking about it. And Rosado said, "Hey, I take this kid to school. I take this kid to
Okay,
school."
but why do you
And
think it
then
hasn't happened?
I think the team from Berlanga said it don't make us nothing. You know, it don't give us no money. Fight with him. But I think it's all the same excuses that people have always. You know,
They need to fight for the spot in Creed and everything.
yeah, they need
Whoever wins, they need to like do it in the movie and all. They could incorporate it. That's a big fight, especially for Puerto Rico.
That'd be a big fight, even if it happened in Puerto Rico. You know, they want to take Sander and Shakur to Puerto Rico. So if Top Rank take him and against like a Gabe Rosado, that's big too. You know, that's big, very big.
Realistically speaking, right? Top Rank brings Shakur and Xander back to PR. How many thousands will come out? Do you believe?
Well, before he gets into that, he's got to get into the politics. He thinks that it's difficult. The local promoters don't like dealing with new promoters, and then they want to deal with the big promoters, but they don't bring the same money that big promoters bring, but they want the same piece of the pie.
Exactly. The toughest way, the toughest thing to make boxing in Puerto Rico is that the promoters don't want to get together with the promoters from back here, and when they want to do it, they want the biggest part of the pie, and they not putting input in the same amount. So,
But they're under a law that doesn't allow promoters like us to just go over there and open up shop. We forced to work with local promoters,
With
so
the
they
local.
know that, so they're fucking strong arming.
and that's why we haven't had a big fight since the times when Cotto was coming up, which it was a different law. They changed the law because they knew it can be made. And then when they saw Showtime, especially HBO got big shows in Puerto Rico. Wilder fought in Puerto Rico against Malik Scott. And a lot of big fights happened at that time. Then when they changed the law, it was over. Now they keep fighting. I talked to Steven Espinosa, and he told me, we want to go to Puerto Rico. We want to make it happen out there. We knew the Puerto Ricans come and buy the tickets. And people fly to Puerto Rico because it's like a hot spot for tourism, right? But the law is not allowing them right now. Right now, the law is crazy. And they've been trying to work with that, but the promoters out there don't want to give up.
Is Puerto Rico safe?
It's safe.
So what do you think will need to happen in order to change the law?
Well, it's going to take a lot of politicians, a lot of money, a lot of people to push it. But boxing, as we know, is not a big market, you know? So, but it got to take that when the promoters out there start going broke, like it's been happening, then it's happening. But you see Pro Box and Cotto making it happen. And last year when the pandemic came up, that other company, I mentioned it to you this morning, that went out with Cotto and Ring City USA did 3 shows with Cotto during the pandemic. And now Pro Box is doing show with Cotto. But the other thing is a lot of these people are looking also at Dominican Republic, your place, and Chum Boxing and all these people that got Puello and them, they doing shows out there. So
Yeah, but there's no money out there.
in Dominican Republic, yeah, it's money.
How?
The tourism now is growing, and it's the same
brother,
spot.
Brother, $1 is 50 pesos out there.
Well,
It's like, how you gonna sell tickets
We cannot see it that way. The conversion is a market. It's different markets, but
I just don't see any U.S. promoter going to DR because the conversion is horrible. They'll never make money.
well, that
If they're gonna have like a long-term plan where like, they're leaving the money there, obviously, because again, the U.S. money is so much more over there. Over there, $1 is worth 50 over there. But when you're selling tickets, like it's very hard. It's very hard.
but also the government input money just to bring those big
You
shows.
think DR got money?
Well, the government put that money on tourism because they got a lot of investment from the Chinese people. But watch in a
I
probably
hope you're right. I would love for boxing to take me to my my parents' home country so that because I'm dying to get him both of them over there.
that then people from Sean Boxing that got Puello,
No, I've been
they-
trying to get her on the show.
they've been talking to the government right now. When Puello and Garcia win, they was with the president in there, right? One of the fights fall out because the people from the government didn't know if it was going to sell. That was for the 105 pounds, right? But now they talking. They want these people, if they retain the titles, to bring them out there to fight. So they want to make the fights happen.
I would love that. I've been trying to get her on the show for like a year, and we're finally going back and forth. But now I don't want to do it via Zoom. It's like, man, your fighters are in Vegas every now and then. Give me an interview in Vegas.
Yeah, and they good people actually. She Puerto Rican
Really?
and grew up in Dominican, and came up in Dominican
She
Republic.
looks so young. I don't want to steal her story and get it from you, but I am intrigued as to how that woman, that young, is like, she's running Dominican boxing right now. There's nobody doing shows as big as her.
Her and her husband.
Oh, she has a husband.
Her and her husband. They
He's
running
not
the
in
show.
the. He's not. But
He's
you don't
not
see
in
his
it. No,
face.
you don't see him.
You don't see his face.
She running boxing in Dominican Republic, as you say. But she can tell you the whole story. I know we've been covering them because even in Puerto Rico, we're surprised how Dominican boxing is rising. Because back in the days, boxers go out there to make records, and just like Colombia and Argentina, all these places. But now it's rising. Now fighters are taking it serious. You see how many of them here in Vegas training. So they taking it serious. You see they got a couple of champions. But that happened before too, So it's a matter of how many times they can retain those titles.
No, this is the most. It's the most. This is this is the best Dominican boxing has ever been. Like, I mean, before Joan Guzman, you got to get a historian in here. So it's like Jason Rosario becoming a unified champion, Hector Garcia with the upset win over Cobra, then beating Gutierrez to solidify that it's no upset. He's a real player. And then Alberto Puello. I mean, I wish he would have looked better. I seen him spar so much out here versus Yelenusanov. So I was expecting him to look way better, but I bet the decision, he made me my money. I'm happy with that, But any other prospect Puerto Ricans we need to be looking out for?
Well, I tell you, the ones that are, out there so far, everything that, Omar Rosario, he's with Top Rank too. He got a couple of fights with Top Rank. He came up with the Cotto family, and he was trained at the beginning by Cotto's uncle, and so that's a guy to look. It's the same thing with the Rayo Stella. He don't have the power, but in the amateurs, he got the guy Andy Cruz from Cuba, the top guy. So he according to Andy, he's the one that hit him harder and that gave him the hardest fight. They fought like 2-3 times in amateurs. So Omar Rosario definitely is one that we have to keep looking. Top Rank got him in there. They've been giving him fights, So they fighting him 3-4 times a year. And he got a good team also behind him. So got good sponsors, It's a good kid. And then Cotto right there, over watching. So that's a good one to keep looking besides Sander and the other ones.
And the Andy Cruz, Omar Rosario fight is on YouTube as well.
It's on YouTube.
Yes, I'm seeing now that it is. It's Rosario Garcia.
So
It's
getting
a-
into the juicy fight tonight, Henry Lebron taking on Andy Vences. It would be a big step up for LeBron. It's going to be his first veteran. Vences, I believe, is hungry. I told you earlier. I'll say it obviously for live purposes. I think the Vences being dropped by Top Rank, being dropped by his manager, taking to social media, asking the universe for an opportunity, receiving that with MLEP, getting back on the promotion that dropped them so that he can prove to them they fucked up. I'm riding with him.
So
man.
you saying all the out of the ring stuff
Yup.
makes you believe? I'm talking about,
Especially
and when I
the
say out of the
trainer.
ring
No,
stuff,
the
I'm not
trainer.
talking about training.
No, the trainer too, though.
Team Trouble, my guy.
Trainer too.
I love
who
the
he's
tra-
sparring
I
with.
love
He's
Andy.
sparring with that kid, man. You kidding me? That
Bro,
team-
he was sparring with Shakur.
he sparred with Shakur.
Who you got?
Nah, I ain't gonna.
Caesar.
I got Henry.
I ain't gonna.
You got
I ain't gonna
Henry.
lie.
Yeah, but he's biased.
Nah, I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
lie.
Who you
even
got,
Puerto
Danny?
Rican or
I
Mexican.
ain't gonna lie.
Who you-
I heard the sparring ain't go that good.
They
But
sent him home. If they ain't sent him home, it wasn't good enough.
They ain't sent him home.
They ain't sent him home.
And he was
If
sparring
he
at
got a week of sparring with Shakur, that's 3 sessions.
It was 2 weeks of sparring
What?
with Shakur.
6 sessions?
I seen a little
Minimum
bit of those
6
hit
rounds of
Andy
a
sparring
session
at
or
Las
4?
Vegas Athletic Club.
I'm doing some math.
Not Athletic
I'm
Club.
doing some math.
Las Vegas Fight Club, excuse me. I seen some sparring over there with Andy recently.
How you look?
He do good.
And okay.
Who was he sparring?
And keep in mind, hold on, keep in mind.
The owner's son,
Yo, keep in mind.
the owner from Las Vegas Fight Club.
Yo, keep in mind that
I know his name. I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's Kai
Nah.
Gallegos or something
Nah.
like that. But
Is he good?
it's Cameron Crell's cousin, first
Is he
cousin,
good?
Yo, keep in mind
Yeah, he
that
good. But he
this
like
was
17.
before. This was before.
or maybe 16.
This was before he got the call. Cause remember, he was out here when he got the call for the fight.
Right.
How you say that I can be biased if I know the skills of both? I seen Andy Vences, and I know for in first row right there, I know what Henry Moncho LeBron bring to the table in skills. I know the guy since the amateurs. I know how he been coming up. How you gonna tell me that this Top Rank got the best matchmaking ever, right? For some people, right? And then you see Moncho, they've been putting him as a co-main event.
Man, I
in
never
all
heard
the
of that
last
dude.
shows.
I never heard of that dude.
Well,
He fought on the Berlanga. You watched him at least once, but you just didn't remember
He
seeing
wasn't
him.
memorable.
Exactly.
he
He fought on the Berlanga versus Romero.
Guess what I remember? I remember
Angulo.
Andy Vences versus Eric De Leon. 2 undefeated fighters going in there.
What year was
Your
this?
man LeBron.
Because I
Eric
don't know.
De
I
Leon.
don't know. I don't know.
Look it up. Eric De Leon was a red hot prospect. Not like this unheard of LeBron, though.
Okay.
The gimmick in that fight was 2 LeBrons. That's what Top
Gimmick.
Rank said.
No.
Claro,
You
papa.
talking
Of
about your
course.
mans?
No.
Of course.
Eh,
2
eh.
LeBrons. Oh, that's good for TV. Both these
No,
guys
no,
are
not
LeBron.
really, not really.
And it's a famous name.
No.
Fuck it. Throw
He
him on
said the
television.
gimmick.
Hey, but tonight you're gonna change your mind.
We'll
Simple.
see. No, we watching it live. You going to the fight? No, you can't. It's over there. So you're
No.
more than welcome to come to
Yeah.
our and fucking show your face
And
when he lose.
We're gonna go out there and show my face, but I'm
I
gonna tell
didn't
you.
bet on this because I know I'm biased, but facts don't lie. Andy Vince has been in a way tougher opposition. Your man is right now nervous because he never been on this level.
So what happened if my man beat him a unanimous decision?
Oh, then
He stepped up.
he stepped up,
So
but the
what you
power
gonna
ain't
say?
real.
What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, look, I told you his power fake.
For sure.
Well,
2 times in a row, quote unquote puncher, trying to sell him as a puncher.
Well, how
2
many-
times in a row, he ain't getting no knockout.
if he got the W, and
No,
he,
no,
and he
win is
keep
a
going,
win.
That's cool.
A
Hey.
win is a win, but you asked me
Now-
what I'm gonna say.
What's gonna happen is it all works like magic, right? Shakur just dropped the titles, right? WBO is WBC.
That dude ain't getting no shot.
That dude's gonna get after this win. Andy Vences, Top Rank is on the way. Top Rank knew all this was coming anyway because if Shakur make the way, this was gonna be his last fight at 130, right?
Bro,
And-
LeBron gonna end up in a vacant title with Navarrete. He'll never be the A side. Why?
Well, okay, it don't have to be Navarrete, but it can be Navarrete.
It would be
It can
someone
be.
with a name.
So,
I think it would be someone
The thing
that,
about it is gonna have a title shot.
I don't think LeBron will get a title shot. Just him versus like who exactly?
Bro, he's at 9. You know,
He's-
No,
you know how many people ahead of him?
Bro, Albert Bell is
After-
way before that.
After after tonight, right? He wins tonight, unanimous decision, and Vences. He's the Latino champion, the Latino champion right there. Now you will see him number 3 or number 2. Right there.
Albert Bell's number 3. Albert Bell's like the international.
You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him up there after tonight. When you look at the October ranking,
He losing a bell.
I'm ready to.
Nah, I ain't saying that.
No,
I can't say.
I
I can't say. I gotta
can't.
see him. I'm gonna see him tonight.
They want your man to lose so
actually,
bad.
hold on, no.
If Nes's guy don't beat him,
No.
Danny already
Hey.
got his guy in line to beat him. Like
guess
that,
what,
I don't know if they don't
though?
like you or
Bro,
your guy,
guess
but
what,
they don't
though?
like something
Guess what,
that
though?
over on this
Guess
side
what,
of the
though?
room.
I
Guess
think
what,
they
though?
bias on
No,
Vences.
no.
This is guy.
Is
Bro,
Danny's mic
no,
on? I feel like I don't even hear Danny.
Hello?
I mean, I hear you, but I feel like I don't.
No, yeah.
I hear you, but I feel like I don't.
Yeah,
No,
let me
you
tell you
hear him
something.
he louder outside of the headphones than he is inside the microphone.
Let me tell you. I bet on that Albert Bell Andy Vences fight. I won me a lot of money that night. Cause I bet on Bell. I knew he was the truth. He's still here. Bro, they just won't give him his opportunity. So it's like, even if your guy win, I'm looking at some names. I'm like, okay, that's 1. Okay, that might be 2.
They want him to lose, bro.
Hey, Moncho, you guys don't know him, and then White Top Rank gonna have him in there and put him on the co-main event for what? If like you guys thinking, Top Rank don't know then. Top Rank just put him in there.
No, because it's a business.
So, okay.
It's not only about skill.
Okay.
It's not only about skill. It's also about promotability, being able to sell tickets, being able to market you. Like it's a business.
So you guys don't know much.
Bro, he never getting it, man. O'Shaquie Foster is ahead of LeBron. He'll never get it, bro.
Okay, we'll see. We're gonna go step by
O'Shaquie
step.
not only is the silver WBC and the number 1 in the WBC, and those titles got vacant.
They go to the WBC side, then they out of the rank.
But he's also number 7 in the WBO.
They go into the WBC. WBO gonna do their own thing. It's business.
Exactly.
Business.
But it's also about positioning. What if they tell O'Shaquie,
After Andy
you
Vences,
got to fight, Conciao or Valdez for that title, but they tell him, we could put you in with LeBron for the vacant WBO. You want the WBC with Valdez or the vacant WBO with LeBron? He got a choice to make.
Y'all gonna have to move LeBron smart after the night. If he get the win, move him smart. Nothing short notice, no small money, no nothing, because he in the top 10. Danny said he number 9. He in a really good spot. Move carefully. Now it's chess, not checkers. Once you get in that top 10, especially.
this is what's gonna happen, guys. Valdez gonna go with a what's his name, Navarrete, right, for the WBC, which makes sense.
No
right?
way.
They're gonna go for the WBC vacant.
No
right?
way they skip O'Shaquie.
In the other side, they're gonna put LeBron against somebody with LeBron gonna come up in October, right, to make that Puerto Rican with somebody fight. And then whoever wins from Valdez and Navarrete is Puerto Rico against Mexico. Top Rank know what they're doing.
No
and
way.
They do it in December in New York, and it's gonna fill up.
My
No
boy said
way.
Top Rank know
No
what
way,
they doing.
O'Shaquie. If the WBC...
December what? This year?
No, next year. Because all this gonna happen through the year. Because they got to fight tonight, and then it's almost over. Then you gotta make the fight Navarrete Valdez, which is what they working on.
They ain't making that
So-
fight. How they gonna
Bro,
skip O'Shaquie?
they just announced
They
that
been
fucking
skipping
Valdez
O'Shaquie.
fucking
Same.
injury.
Valdez injury, yeah.
He ain't fighting until January. He ain't even responding to the cat you talking about. He instead responding to Andres Cortez, talking about, yeah, we'll see. So is he really fighting Navarrete? Like, is Navarrete still the cowboy?
No, listen.
Are they even gonna get past Albert Bell? What
Listen to me.
about
No, you
O'Shaquie
got-
Foster?
Y'all forgetting
Maybe it's a
one
whole
thing. You
wall
forgetting
of
one
fighters
thing.
against Henry LeBron. Henry LeBron must be somebody.
No, bro.
We're gonna find
bro.
out
If they
tonight
put him
for
in
sure,
the
though.
co-main event,
You guys
Top
are
Rank know
forgetting
what they
one
do.
thing.
Co-main
Bro,
event on the
he's not
Shakur
even on the
Stevenson
main card.
undercard.
Stop saying he's co-main event.
Who?
He's not even on the main card.
I think
Henry LeBron.
He's the co-main event.
Yeah.
No,
what?
no. Keyshawn is the co-main event.
Okay.
Keyshawn Davis.
He's not even on the main
Keyshawn
card.
Davis, I believe. Yeah, he's in the main card.
No. It's 2 fights on the main card. It's Keyshawn and it's Shakur. That's it. Everything else is a stream. So he's not even on ESPN. He's
So
on
you
the
taking
Plus.
Andy as well?
I didn't bet that fight. No, I didn't bet that.
No,
fight.
I'm saying it sounds like
So
you
you
got
got-
Andy because you hating hard on LeBron.
So you guys don't put your money in there. You
No,
just,
he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
You just,
He didn't bet on Andy.
Oh, you ain't bet on
They
it?
just
Oh.
hating on.
I'm saying,
Moncho.
who you picking? I'm just asking. I haven't even picked
How-
out loud yet, so
Get
I'm
a
asking
pick.
who
Nah,
you picking.
I gotta look at the odds.
Oh, who
The
you picking?
odds.
Who you
What you mean
picking?
the
Who you
odds?
picking, Ness?
He picking Andy Vences.
Okay,
Big V.
okay. If you,
Team Vences.
I will see you tonight and at the other place. Yeah, I will see it live.
Team
And,
Vences, baby.
No, you guys tonight you're gonna see, and then you're gonna be changing your script and saying, "Oh, Moncho,
No.
we got to look at
Bro,
Moncho."
look, here's the thing, bro.
Yeah,
Here's the
no,
thing.
listen, if he
I
wins,
told you, no, listen.
What
I
if
he
told
better
Moncho
you,
not
stop
rob
him?
him.
What if Moncho
Look.
stop him?
He better not rob him.
What if he stop him?
No, if he stop him, then he's the goods
Yo,
because Andy Vence has never been stopped.
Me
Yeah, but-
personally,
and let me tell
I'm
you,
picking,
let me tell you,
I'm
I told
picking
you-
Andy Vences only because I know Andy Vences and I'm familiar with him. And I was just talking to him the other day, seeing this, that, and the other. I know he's been working, but
Hard.
I can't remember the Henry LeBron performance, but I like your stance, so that's why I'm supporting
Yo,
you because
it
I
ain't
like
gonna-
that
it
you
ain't
stand
gonna
up for
be
your
enough.
man.
And
But I gotta pick
this
Andy
all
because
I'm saying.
I
This
know
is
Andy.
all I'm saying.
Vence
This is
was
all
in
I'm
there with
saying.
Shakur, man,
Like,
for 2 weeks.
what?
But I'm like
All
rooting
I'm
for
saying-
LeBron a little bit.
He's
That's-
not Shakur.
Okay, that's cool. That's
But
cool.
that's an elite southpaw. So
Okay.
anything after that is
Okay.
down here.
So look, this all I'm gonna say. Sparring, cool, but in the fights, one guy's been in there with world class.
That's what I
and
keep
one guy
saying.
hasn't.
So
Like
you
and,
picking,
like I
And
told
don't
you,
get me
and
wrong,
like I
that's-
told you 3.5 years ago, I bet against Andy to lose, and
Okay.
I was correct.
So you picking Andy too?
I am.
Okay.
all right.
All right.
And look, it doesn't
Took
mean
you
that
longer,
you're
though.
wrong because it doesn't mean that you're wrong because your guy can prove us wrong by rising to
By-
the occasion.
He just ain't shown it yet
But
because he
there's
hasn't
very-
had the opportunity.
There's
The only
very
way
few
you win is
people-
showing.
But there's very few people that do that. If you ain't been in there with somebody, you ain't about to just jump on his level.
Well, he at
tough.
that level. I tell you, he at that level. It's
Yeah,
too-
but that's the thing. He hasn't shown it.
I'm believing in
Tonight's
LeBron,
the night.
but it's all
Tonight's the
coming
night.
from
it's
you
only
what
a
I'm
few,
hearing
it's only
and
a few
believing
hours
in.
away, and then like I said, we're gonna start changing
But
minds.
do you?
and
No,
then,
But do
whenever,
you agree? Do you agree? Has he shown it?
Well, he shown it. He got a
Against
Latino
who?
champion.
Oh, ay, papa.
Okay, and he whatever they put in front of him, he keep beating him.
That's
now
cool.
they put Andy Vences in front of him to test him, and now he go for it.
Tough
So-
test.
So do you
Tough test.
think?
Tough test.
Tough test.
So do you think he's had a tough test before tonight?
No, not really.
Okay, so
Not
then,
really.
so then
Not
we're on
really.
the same page.
Okay.
Because he can't prove it. Like I'm a believer in the eye test, but at the end of the day, like I was a believer in Errol Spence in 2015,
Okay.
but it was like he ain't shown it yet, and it wasn't until he showed it that he showed it.
On that side, what's gonna happen is now every time after tonight, every time a Puerto Rican fight they got out, they're gonna be IGing me and
hell
sending me a
yeah, hell
message.
yeah.
Hey, how you see
If
it?
Andy Vences lose, they might block you, bro. I think the friendship
Nah.
is over if
Nah.
Andy Vences
If
Bro,
Andy
lose.
Vences,
I told
I mean,
him
if
already.
LeBron wins, if LeBron wins.
Bro,
I told him already that not only if he's right, but just moving forward, he will be like the way we got Broadway Joel for Dominican. I'm gonna hit him up. Like, yeah, for sure. What do you know about this Puerto Rican? Absolutely.
but the thing is, like, he's even in agreement with us. Like, he even said he ain't shown it because he ain't. You feel me?
he have the opportunity.
He ain't had the opportunity. This
But I'm
is
Yeah,
his
but you
saying
can
he's
see it in the gym.
picking
He's probably seeing
LeBron,
it in
and he's
the
willing to
gym.
put money on LeBron as well. So
Who he trained by?
He trained by his uncle.
okay.
They run the
In Puerto Rico.
Daddy
in
like
Puerto
that.
Rico.
Okay,
And
okay.
no, but hold on.
So he ain't getting no
He said his
sparring.
uncle.
No, he got
Daddy
no,
like that.
No, hold on. He got
I'm
his.
about to put money on this fight.
Hey,
No, he got his.
bet the under
he
on
got
that.
his sparring.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
got some food tonight.
He got his sparring.
Nandul, you want some?
No, hey, don't get it confused. They got their sparrings and all that, and they come out
How?
here. They
Sway? Ain't nobody in Puerto Rico.
No, they go to Orlando. They go to all kind of places
so
to
they
do
in
the
America.
thing. Yeah, they move out. They know. They do the camp out here. But they've been trained. He been trained by a Puerto Rican, good Puerto Rican trainer too. So, hey, he's his uncle, but he been trained. He trained a lot of people coming up. So, hey, I tell you, you guys gonna change your mind after tonight with Moncho.
Nah. Cause let me tell you,
You gotta
if
cut
he
that
ever
right
get
there.
that Albert Bell fight, just tell him. Hey, just tell him take some step aside or something. You know, tell him something.
Yo, you ain't even see him. Wait till tonight to
Yeah.
say
Nah.
all that.
Nah, I saw him in the
What
last
if he is
fight.
a puncher and that night he had a cold, he didn't feel it, and he goes out and he because if he blanks Vences, I'm on the wagon.
He will
I'm on the
blank.
wagon.
He will blank him. I
hope.
It's gonna be unanimous decision.
Man, if you
No. Blank is put your ass to
can-
sleep.
No,
Well,
Blank could be a
you
no.
know,
If you get a unanimous, like you win 10-2 like Devin, that's a come on,
No,
bro.
it's the
Tuck
A
the-
rounder,
When he
bro.
was
You
saying
can't even
blank,
put too
I was
much.
thinking
It's
about
only
lights
8
out as well.
rounds.
No, I think it's 10 round, right?
Nah,
It is 8 rounds.
It's an 8 round.
Because
fight.
LeBron's scared.
Yeah,
LeBron
so-
team's scared.
Nah.
Come on.
What's the over under,
Come
Danny?
on. When do you know an elite level fighter fighting 8 rounds?
They haven't said. Well, it's top rank.
It's top,
Top rank is the one who put top rank set it up like that. They maybe have some
How
going
many
on
10
with
rounds does
television.
LeBron got? Zero.
No, he got the one for the championship.
Don't tell me that makes it even worse. So you know that
Andy
was
Vences
strategic.
is a plus 300.
You know that was strategic. No,
And
Vences,
over under
Vences,
is 6.5 rounds.
Vences used to be plus 80, 382 or 384, but I've been talking about them. They know what's going on.
lot
So
of people-
money good on Vences, and
Bro,
the over under is 6.5
LeBron
rounds.
has never even had a scheduled 10 rounder.
Look at that.
A lot of people gonna lose money tonight.
LeBron by TKO
Yo.
is a plus 700.
Crazy.
Yeah, because they know that ain't happening.
Right.
Bet this shit going a distance.
The decision is minus 240 for LeBron.
Because ain't.
I'm staying away again because I'm biased.
Can you
but
bet the fight
I
going
feel
the distance?
strongly.
Can you bet the fight going the distance?
Fight goes to decision is minus 430.
Oh
Fight
yeah.
doesn't
They
go to
know.
decision
They
is
know,
plus
bro.
300.
Look,
They know that LeBron's power no es de verdad.
Hasn't been shown yet.
bro, they had
on
him. They
national
had him.
TV.
Look,
But
first
we
10
finna see
fights,
tonight.
first 10, 12 fights, all through Florida and PR. That's it. So you know he ain't fighting nobody. He only got like 60% knockout out there. You know what I mean?
Yo,
We'll see tonight.
en Puerto Rico, they gonna be like, yo, tú
That's
no
what I
estás
love
defendiendo.
about-
tú
that's
no-
what I love
tú no
about
estás
boxing.
defendiendo.
Is when it's fight night and we hours out, the fight finna happen, bro.
Yeah,
It's finna happen. So we gonna all see. We gonna all find out. The truth will be told.
How many you seen out there coming up and no chances supposedly, and then hit it up? That's it.
Shout out
And
Andy
that-
Ruiz
but
on short
I
notice.
tell you from my knowledge that LeBron is better than what you guys
But
been
have you
thinking.
seen him in the gym?
In the gym,
How many times?
plenty of times. Plenty of times.
Who's the best person you seen him spar?
Can't
Well,
tell. He can't tell
Of
that. You
course
can't
he
tell.
do. We say that shit all
We
the time.
ain't asking what
I
happened.
tell
be
you,
surprised-
everybody
surprised-
a Coley sparred. Everybody, Johnny. I just don't
Cause
tell
we're
you
on the
what
same
happened.
team.
hey,
What you mean?
He on the opposing
Hey,
team.
Bro,
he ain't supposed to
what
tell
you
everything.
mean?
he even look. He even sparred Pedraza.
Okay.
He even sparred Almestica that with
Yeah, he's short though.
well,
Amestica super short.
Bausa. You know Bausa,
Yeah,
right?
Juan Bausa.
It's
I
a-
seen Juan Bausa in New Jersey. He used to train in my
Hey,
gym.
you guys get confused sometimes, and it happens to me when I interviewed John Bausa, right? And one of the things I asked him is, how you know the sparring in Puerto Rico, right? And then he told me no, because the best sparring for this weight is in Puerto Rico. They got Subriel Matias, they got Pedraza, they got a Almestica. He got his
But Amestica been in Orlando for years.
he been training in Puerto Rico for the last 2 fights.
Really?
The last 2 fights he trained in Puerto Rico.
I like Matias so much, bro. When every time somebody even mentions his name, it's certain words that pop in my head, and I can't even say it, but it's like in a positive boxing fashion how I'm thinking of these words. I like Subriel Matias.
So put it this way: when you got 140 like Matias, right, and as quick as Matias is, right, putting that work on you, right, then you talk to me if you want to say that he sparred with Shakur. So we right there, you know, talking about
Different
power and all
style.
that. So you don't think
Matias got an
different style.
extremely high volume
High
when it comes
volume.
to throwing punches.
Yeah, but
and
he
his
got
power is
a lot of
shown
power.
improving
But he
the
got a
big
lot of
damage.
power.
and then you're gonna talk about Andy Vences.
Yeah, because Matisse got a lot of power. Matisse got a lot.
I get it. I get
And,
it.
and you gonna talk
I get it, bro.
about you talking about Pedraza. Pedraza is a top fighter, right? It's showing him, you know, around
get
and
touched
working
up a lot.
and the whole thing. So you got skills.
Have you
that-
personally seen Henry LeBron and Subriel Matias spar?
Yes, sir.
I want to know what that specifically looked like, if it's okay for me to ask.
It looked right, but yes, Subriel, whoever get on that ring sparring with Subriel, gonna get it. Subriel
Right.
don't get he don't have no reverse. He going forward. He can get it from all of them, especially
$10.
in sparring.
$10
Especially in
on
sparring.
Andy
So-
makes you $60.
Okay.
70.
Put him in there.
Because you're getting your 10 back.
My boy said, put him
Put
in
your
there.
money. Put your money.
$10.
Will you give him them same odds?
Put your money.
Let's go.
Hey, Put your money. You might make some money, but you
I'm
might
gonna
lose some
make
money.
it.
You might lose
and then
some,
you might
too.
block me. Then
I'm
He
gonna
gonna block
make
you,
it.
but he gonna block you, especially if he bet.
I'm gonna make it.
if he bet and then Henry win, it's over, right?
If he win, yeah, he gonna be calling you every day. Y'all'll be best friends. You can't beat him at nothing. That's what he gonna be thinking in his head. But if you win, it's over, brother.
It's over.
Take the L out of love.
Who
It's
y'all
over,
picking?
brother.
Andy Vences can be outpointed just like Jonah Carl did. Man, get out of here. Jonah Carl ain't win, Suleiman. You ain't no scholar.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to put some money here in Vegas on my boy LeBron. I'm going to take the ticket
sport-
with
You
me.
you about to waste money. You can't even get no good odds on him.
Okay.
He look, to win by decision, he's a minus 315. They so fucking wrong, it's crazy. I've seen this before though. We'll see. Bro,
What's some money to you since you about to go up? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
right around the corner
I'm
and make
gonna
this
look
bet.
at
I'm
the
gonna make
numbers.
this
I'm gonna
bet.
look at the
Listen,
numbers.
I said I wasn't gonna make this bet. Give me a screen share, Brian. I'm gonna fucking make this bet because I feel so
This is
strong.
for the chat.
What?
Yes. Just,
50 more thumbs up,
Let's
and that's to make the bet.
I wanna
Should I make a
fucking
poll?
make it.
Should I make a poll?
I
Who
made
wins?
it.
Who
It's
wins?
over. Take it down. I made it.
Should I
It's
make a
gonna make
poll?
the
Who
fight
wins?
more interesting.
I'm about to make it.
It's no, listen, they not gonna see it because nobody
Is vested in this but us.
And look, again, I'm not saying I'm right because I did this with Crawford. And look, he is the goods. But you got to show me. You can't just fight these mediocre fighters and look good with mediocre people and think that I'm gonna think you special. You not fucking special. Show me.
Moncho will show you tonight.
It's too many fighters out here.
Moncho.
My time is
Moncho.
important.
Yeah.
My time is important. So if he beats Vences and by knockout, well, I'll be out here with the cheerleading pom-poms.
Hey, and the first thing when he wins and they come back to Vegas and have him here in Vegas,
Absolutely.
then I'm going to have him here.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you, hey, go visit my boys. Let me show you this state.
I will say he don't mind being wrong. If he make the bet wrong, he make it wrong. When
Tyson Fury
Jermaine,
fan.
it's boxing.
when Jermaine
It's
Ortiz
boxing.
showed up, the first thing that said to him was, "Bruh, I bet against you.
That he
I
was
lost
I
my
bet
money."
113
Jamal,
against him.
in the Jamal Herring fight?
Yeah.
Then you crazy.
I know a lot of people
No.
thought I was crazy.
Man.
But listen, same thing. Older fighter, more experienced fighter, new fighter. Show me.
What you think about Jermaine Ortiz and Lomachenko?
I mean, I might bet on Jermaine in case he shock us again, but I mean, he should not beat Lomachenko.
No, he shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be.
If he beats him, you know, he's special and he's starting to show us that. He got the opportunity, but based off everything that Lomachenko's done, he's not even 36, right? He's still like 34. Loma? You don't know?
He old.
33, 34, I think.
Yeah, no, I don't think he old.
I just know Champ smoke him.
Scott bias over here.
Nah, bro. He tells it how it is. You think you tell it how it is.
You think Tank smoked Loma?
I think no. I'm talking
He talking
about
about Devin and Shakur.
Oh, Devin. Okay.
Devin and Shakur.
Okay.
Truthfully, either one of them.
You go Devin and Shakur's on Loma?
Yeah, 10-2. Either one of them. Either one of them, for sure.
No, Devin don't get close. Loma knockout Devin.
Are you crazy as hell?
Loma
crazy as
knockout
hell.
Devin.
You crazy as hell.
Nova knockout Devin. Is Shakur is the only one that can.
Unfortunately, that's probably a fight we won't see because Loma won't come up to 40. But yeah,
He'll come up to 40 for the right fight, for the Ryans and the Tanks.
I see something.
What you mean the Devin Haney and
I mean, this is gonna be Devin's last fight at 35. I'm sure.
not with the belts? No.
I mean, he could vacate.
Well, no, I mean, he gonna get the money from Top Rank to fight a Loma.
I mean, Loma's not like this money guy.
Well,
Top rank-
they pay
top-
well.
No,
No,
got the
they
money.
pay. They pay well. But I'm just saying it's not like you're saying like paying them, but
Well,
Top
he's
Rank.
saying convincing him to stay with the money.
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm just saying like sometimes it ain't the money. Sometimes you.
I don't know, because, you know, based off Bill, he said, bro, they gave us this to beat him twice. We going over there happily. So if they were excited for what they're getting for George, based off his hypothetical, he feels that they will overpay or pay handsomely because it's Loma. They'll fuck around and look at it like, they giving us
Yeah.
this to fight that old guy?
They
I
ain't-
can make it one more
They
time.
ain't gonna give that money to fight Tank.
And
the
he's going to
same
have to
money.
split it too.
They ain't gonna give him that same money to fight Tank because
So
they.
look, Loma fight 2 weeks after Devin. So realistically, when the fuck do we get the fight? what, March, April. That's a long. Y'all expect Devin Haney to get through Halloween, Thanksgiving, Ramadan,
Christmas.
Ramadan, bro. New Year, get Valentine, get through all that shit
For the right money?
and stay at 35.
Yeah, get in advance. Get in
For
advance.
the right money? Hey, they might do it in January.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this though. I just think sometimes you just can't.
They might do it in January.
There. He's been there his whole fucking career.
And Ryan already moved up.
29 fights at one division.
But he's right. What if they offering you $5 million?
The emphasis.
He allegedly got 2.8. Let's run with 3, and let's assume they're saying $4 million guaranteed for Loma. That ain't enough.
Nah. Guaranteed.
The right answer was I don't know.
You said 3 for George as the B-side. Now I'm the undisputed motherfucking champion.
No,
of
that
the
ain't
world.
how it worked. He's working off his old contract.
It was a
Believe
3-fight
me,
deal.
Believe me, no, not the deal, the contract for the fight. Believe me, it was what George wanted in the first one,
Right.
and the second one, because
Right.
this wasn't Crawford Earl, where they're both bringing something, or Fury Wilder, where they both bringing something. So you negotiate the first one evenly, and the winner gets the lion's share. No, this is
Devin got the
Oh,
short
boy.
end of the stick.
both times.
Right.
Both times. Old boy got 10 mil last time. What you think he getting? You think he gonna go back over there for what? 3 million? That ain't happening.
Yeah,
man.
now he got a better deal, but now
Right.
with
So,
the
so,
Loma
so,
one.
so what you think he going over there for?
Who, Dad?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I know that Andy got more for his rematch, so maybe something could be negotiated. But remember, Andy had Al. Devin signed to Bob. Bob gave him the contract day one. That fight contract for Kambosos, you got that before you beat him. So you could come back mad now, but you signed that back then.
So if he got 3 back then, what you think he getting for the second time?
I mean, again, that contract could say you get 3 both times.
Oh God, that's the same thing I was saying. He very well could get the same exact amount,
So
which is good money.
No, let's just say we don't know. Let's just say it is 3 both times. You think that, all right, cool. They gonna look at top rank, gonna be like, all right, Dev, we know you got the short end of the stick twice. We're only gonna give you a $1 extra million for.
See, that's the
Lomachenko.
thing. As regular people, we get caught up in that, and we
we're-
think we know.
yeah,
Like,
we never
dog,
know.
you know how much $1 million is? And if they're telling you, look, we getting this to go over there, we gonna beat the shit out of him twice
You get
and
the-
get paid.
you get
like
the
that?
opportunity to
You
get
think
all the belts
He trying to act
and
like
fight
another million don't
Lomachenko.
mean nothing.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't mean something, but you're just saying that.
Bro, that could be the taxes. Now the other 4 is clean. What you talking about? I'm just saying.
And Loma don't care much about the money. Loma want the glory,
The legacy.
the legacy. Loma want to be him. So Loma will
He
say,
want to be him. That's why they're like, nah, let's get franchised so we don't have to defend against Devin Haney, 20-year-old Devin Haney. Come on,
Well,
man.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but to Loma, Devin didn't represent money. He was just a mandatory at the time.
Yeah, at that time.
And
But
he
that
was
fight
not
gotta
with,
happen.
and he was not top ranked. So top rank wasn't even interested. But we're gonna end it there.
yeah, we could end it.
Can you give out your social and where they can listen and find you?
Hey, Decisión Dividida all the way. Cesar Seda also in Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that. And then they can follow our channel, Anderson Perez, in YouTube. They can follow us.
Perez.
Anderson Perez in YouTube Monday and Wednesday, 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon here in Vegas. So they can follow us there Monday and Wednesdays in Spanish. We make it happen.
All right.
All
What
right.
up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.